Hello. I am in Torslanda, outside of Gothenburg, and the research for Norman Bates continues. I'm gonna meet up with a taxidermist who I have contacted. He's got his own workshop, and yeah, I don't really know what is gonna happen, but it's pretty exciting. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to bring any cameras in there, but as soon as it's done, I'm gonna get back to you and tell you all about it. Let's do this. I'm back. Oh, the first thing that happens is I just, I knock on the door, he opens up, and the first thing I see is like a big bull, a bull's head right in front of me, and that thing just kept on. I mean, he had animals all over the place. They were finished animals, they were not finished animals. It was like mostly foxes and birds and zebras and all different kinds of African animals. And yeah, it was like a zoo. Literally, it was like a zoo, walking into a zoo. And I really had the same feeling again, that this is living. I mean, there is life in this place. So back to the fact, to have like like all these animals in your home, that there really is a sense of, no, I'm not alone. I am not alone in this place. The first thing he told me, which was really fascinating, was his reason for why he is doing this. Why is he a taxidermist? And his reason for it was to be close to nature. And he said that taxidermy and hunting are very connected, and they are both a way to be part of nature. And I just thought, when he said that to me, I just realized that what I'm doing with my research, and what me and Elizabeth are doing with this work, is like we're on the right track here. This resembles with what he said. It's about living. It's about life, to be part of nature, to really be alive, to really be able to express myself. So I thought that was really fascinating. Like, was actually the first thing he said, to just, this is my reason for doing this. And I was just like, that's cool. So some basic facts about taxidermy. For him, he's been doing this for almost 50 years. For him, it takes about 2 days to mount a bird from finish to start. Then you have to dry it for 2 weeks, but to make the actual bird, for him, takes about 2 days. I asked him on what kind of tools do you use, and he said it's mostly scissors, needles, scalpels, and also the sawdust and the chemicals. So the tool seems to be pretty much the same today as it was back then. It's more about the when you mount. No, not mount. When you it's more about the stuffing of the animal. That has changed. The material, what you stuff the animal with, is changed. Today they have like already made models, but back in time they were using mostly wood wool to stuff the animal. I asked him on the prices, how much does it cost, and it's a little different. It depends on a little where you buy it, but for him he mostly gets it from United States, from a site called Mackenzie. Um, I looked it up, and like scalpels are like, it's like somewhere between $5-6, and the bird eyes, which are usually made by glass, are around $6, and the needles are much cheaper, like $2. So it seems to be kind of not that expensive still. Now, I haven't done this my own. I mean, I wasn't allowed to actually make a bird, but he talked me through the process, and I thought I was gonna tell you what the process actually looks like. So the first thing you do, you open up the chest. You make a cut in the center of the chest, and from there you start, just peel off the skin. Of course, you also need to take what's inside out. Then you need to clean it. You need to clean the skin so it won't be filthy and it won't start to rot further on. And this is where the chemicals comes in. Once that is done, you need to clean it. No. Once that is done, you need to dry it. This is where the sawdust comes in. Once the bird is clean and dry, there's actually just the skin left. Basically, you have the feathers and the skin and the beak and the legs. That's what you got by now. So now it's time for the stuffing. As I said before, it's more common today to use all ready-made models, but back in 1959 it was mostly wood wool they used. And once all of this is done, it's time to mount the bird. Which here is where it really starts to get creative, because now it's like you can start to give the bird the expression you want to give it. You can make it like in different postures and even more detailed than that. You can really give the animal a lifelike expression by using tweezers and needles to just feather by feather, drawing, not drawing, like almost like lift up the skin the way you want it. Once that is done, you need to dry. The animal needs to dry for almost 2 weeks. So there you have it. There you have the step-by-step guide on how to stuff a bird. Now, I think this process is a little more tricky than what it sounds like. He told me that it takes about 5 to 6 years to really be good at it. But one of the things I realized is that in the early process in the beginning of the process, it's very well, bloody. And the further you get, it becomes more and more creative. You start to make more choices, and this expression of how you want the birds to look. It's more detailed work. It gets smaller and smaller, and in the end, it becomes like, yeah, this beautiful animal once again. Hope you enjoy this journey with me. It's nice to have you with me doing this. All right, see you.